Hey, what is going on, everyone, and welcome to the first blog post of patch 5.10. Now, normally the first blog post of the patch is not very good, so I'm not expecting a ton. We also had the Echo, or we have the Echo event, which starts later on today, so if you haven't checked out my video on the Echo event, do that. And I also want to say that we've been off to a bit of a rocky start, especially those who are on Android devices, because I've heard that the stability of the game is really not that good. So let me know in the comments down below if you're still struggling with the game, with loading, with crashing, and all of that, because I actually play, outside of BlueStacks anyways, I play mostly on iOS, and I've not had a ton. I've had like one or two, but nothing too traumatic. So let me know let me know down below if you're still having issues, and maybe we can start to resolve that. Hopefully there might be a hot fix soon for that. And yeah, so before we get started with the blog post, I do want to give a quick February shout out to my Patreon. Hey everyone, so I just wanted to remind you all about my Patreon that I launched last month, because I've been getting a lot of people asking me about roster reviews as of late, and so instead of considering the fee for that, why not consider subscribing to my Patreon tiers? Even just supporting the channel would be awesome at tier 1, but tier 2 and 3 have different roster review services if you're looking for something text-based or your own unique video. So this is the best way to both support me and get this at the same time, on top of all of the other Discord-related benefits that you'll get alongside your name at the end of all of my videos. If you're interested in this, then go check out patreon.com/Boilon. So thanks again to all my current patrons, and let's get back to the video. Okay, and after clicking about 100 times, no, actually, well, it did take almost 10 minutes, but, you know, here we are. Interesting that we're getting stuff about the Dark Hunters already when we're, like, kind of just starting the Echo event, so let's read on, everyone. So, Heists and Hunters, with, of course, Dr. Voodoo and Morbius in the background with some neat jungle bat stuff going on. With the release of... yeah, okay. There's an issue with certain players not able to load their game using their data. Wi-Fi works fine on T-Mobile carriers. That's interesting. So, I didn't know this was actually related to specific carriers. I guess that's United States, right? I don't think we have T-Mobile here in Canada, but anyone who is in Canada and wants to correct me, feel free to let me know. I definitely don't have it over here. To correct the issue, players will need to download 5.10.1, which will be available later on today for iOS devices in the App Store. For Android, via the Google Play Store, there's a beta version of that you can download with these links. So, if you're having any problems with the game's stability, like I mentioned in the beginning, then do click on these links and get that done, so that hopefully we can have a better experience going forward. Let's talk about the Dark Hunters. Let's see what they have to say for us. Oh, are they just going over the kits? Well, here's all the lore. So, if you want to go through the lore of the characters, you know, that's down here. The team's primary mission will be to take down formidable war defense teams, including the resilient Heroes for Hire. There isn't a dedicated 5th Dark Hunter yet. Okay, so I think that's all we need to know, that there is a 5th member coming. But, you know, we do know that, hey, we don't even have a 5th member of the X Factor, right? And so how long has that been? It's been about a year. So... it could be never, but, you know, they're going to try to keep the hope alive here. But instead, you will want to use Mordo in the meantime. So, yeah, I'm not going to go through all this. If you want to read the lore on Dr. Voodoo, then do check that out here. Is there anything in here that we really need to know? It doesn't... the kits, like, we know the kits. If you don't know the kits, just take a look at them in-game or online. MSF.gg. Anything Morbius again. Also, so I'm a little bit upset with Morbius because he's not a bio character, and that they decided to give him a Mythic tag. It even says here, actually, that I just saw really quickly, that his research, you know, they talk about science, spurring Morbius to study science in order to discover a cure for his condition, blood cells, you know, blood disease. All of this is like bio. Like, I would love to know what, you know, can we get an interview with the people who make the decisions on the traits? On whether or not they're bio or mystic or tech or whatever? You know, I would love to have a conversation with these people and ask them why they made that decision for a certain character, because I don't think there is any way, shape, or form, other than the fact that the team is mystic, that Morbius should be mystic as well. I don't think that. I really don't think so. But hey, here we go. But Morbius has also assisted heroes like Blade. Blade! So I think a lot of people were thinking that Blade was going to be a 5th member of this team. And it's been mentioned here, also mentioned above that, you know, that there is no real 5th member and that there isn't one yet. I think this is heavily hinting at Blade, but how long are we going to have to wait until it comes out? I think that's the better question. Mythic. Damn it. Damn it. Why is it Mythic? We're not going to go over its kit, though, because you've seen that in the pre-patch videos when we released that. You can also take a look at it in-game, and holy crap, this is literally just a reshoot of all of the stuff we already went through. Okay, here's some... Oh, wait. Well, we kind of knew this in the data mines. Knowhere Heist, Mythic Flash event. I had meant to do a video on this. I kind of missed the mark. I think I'm past the time of capturing the anger and frustration, if there is any, on this event. Now, this, of course, if you guys saw my previous videos on Knowhere Heist, that included Ebony Maw. Now, it no longer includes Ebony Maw, and now it includes Invisible Woman instead. I think overall that's probably a positive change. However, I understand that Invisible Woman is not someone people use actively right now. But as far as obtainability, you know, Ebony Maw requires a lot more characters to get there. You needs Black Bolt to get to Ebony Maw, and if you miss Black Bolt, you're effed. Whereas Invisible Woman comes around like every 6 weeks. So I think there's a greater opportunity, a greater ability to unlock Invisible Woman at the required star levels in order to complete this event. And gear tiers are required. So assuming that you get 3 attempts for this event, then you're going to have to make sure that your characters are 6-star, gear tier 11, on Star-Lord, Rocket, Invisible Woman, Doc Ock, and Kitty Pryde. Yeah, she is mentioned there. I was wondering, did I miss her? Yeah, so those 2. 3 legendary characters, 2 regular characters, but the most important thing is going to be Rocket and Star-Lord, and probably Invisible Woman. Maybe some of you already have Kitty Pryde and Doc Ock, but you have to make sure that if you want to get all 3 attempts in within the first month, whenever this does come... Oh, wait. February 11th. We have a date. Wow, okay. So, 1 week from now, next Friday, it kicks off. So get your characters ready, which of course if you don't have Doc Ock or Invisible Woman, you might be screwed. So don't worry about it then, I guess, if you don't have them. But if you do have them, and you do have them up to 5 or 6 star, then make sure you're getting them up the gear tier that's required here for the first 3 attempts. So it doesn't actually say that it's only 3 attempts. However, I'm going to reluctantly assume that that's going to be the case because that's been the case for all Flash events. So make sure that you have them up at the appropriate gear tier. But going forward, yes, you're going to need to have Star-Lord and Rocket at gear tier 15 eventually. Now let that sink in. How do you all feel about Star-Lord and Rocket gear tier 15? Let me know that in the comments down below. Maybe some of you have it. I doubt it, but you know, you might have gear tier 14, maybe. But gear tier 15? Let me know if there's any of you out there who already have that done, because, yeah, you're not going to probably make a lot of use out of it right now until they get some reworks. I don't know what they were thinking, but I really hope that the juice is worth a squeeze here. It doesn't... It has to be a lot of dark promo credits and gold and shit to really make it worth it, because some of these are really terrible characters. But you're going to have to gear them up eventually to a pretty high standard, especially Invisible Woman, Star-Lord, and Rocket. So, yeah, we don't really know how much that we're getting, and I hope that we get to see it in the in-game soon, and I'll have more to talk about that in the coming days. So, different from other Flash events, maybe I should have read on. Okay, even worse. You'll be... Okay, maybe... Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. Holy shit. I should have read on, and probably those of you who are seeing this on YouTube were like, man, Boilon, you should have read the whole thing. Holy shit. So you can actually do it 7 times. You can go all the way to mission 7 in the first go. Wow. Gear tier 15 Star-Lord Rocket now. Oh my god. Oh my Galactus. Possible to complete the entire event in the first run. Holy. Try not to swear too much. I did not expect this. Well, I hope some of you do have Gear Tier 15 Star-Lord and Rocket. Get on that now. That's the most important thing here. Tadano Mag Japan Celebration. Are they actually going to tell us when we're going to be getting this? Following a couple weeks after the polls, late February, oh my god, will be the official celebration login calendar, 10-day calendar, currency for an orb, they'll drop 10 characters as shards. So this is different, actually, rather than 50 at a time, 25 at a time it was previously. Now it's 10 orbs for 10 at a time. For Cloak and Dagger, one who's already fucking farmable. Cloak is already farmable. They held this back so late because they did this on purpose. Everyone's gonna choose fucking Dagger probably at this point, but before last year when we had this for Dark Dimension 4, it was Ghost and Cull Obsidian, and I believe that Ghost was just made farmable when this was released, so people didn't really have a huge head start. The difference was the Ghost was a War Store character, and Cloak is now a Raid Store character, so why would you get anyone other than Dagger at this point? So when this does come out, I mean, unless Dagger's like a Blitz Store character, which I highly doubt, then, you know, you're gonna be spending all of that on Dagger. Rest of it, I don't even really care that much. The celebration caps off with the arrival of our version 6.0 release late March, so that's going to be the grand tournament, most likely. That's been pushed back because whenever they have a new number, it usually has to do with a new game mode, just like 5.0, I believe, was for RTA, and then 4.0 was Alliance War, maybe before that, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, boy. Bonus events for Capsam and Polaris in the near future. Jesus. Okay. Power of Love. Let's continue. There's more, apparently. February 9th. In 5 days. That's on Wednesday. To give your roster a big hug is the Power of Love calendar. It's a login calendar. Okay, so 250 power cores and unconditional love orb fragments. 600 gold orb fragments? Is this wrong? That's like 30% of an orb. What the fuck? Seriously? Fucking nuts. Okay. Spider-Punk in the orbs. Great. Weekly events. Who is this? Who the fuck is this? Oh, sorry, Ebony Maw. Oh, sorry, double shards. M'Baku, Blitz, Ebony Maw event. This doesn't matter anymore, really, because you don't need him for Knowhere Heist. Beta raids coming around. Hero... featuring hero and mutant characters. Should have just said hero mutant characters. Red Stars featuring dark promo credits increased drop if you want it. So how many dark promo credits are we fucking getting from the Knowhere Heist? I still have a lot of questions because I'm very confused about, like, hold on. So we can do all 7, but is it a one-time clear? Oh, so you'll have 7 attempts, which means you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I kind of get that now. How much is going to be in here? Like, it would have to be really good if they're still going to give us dark promo credits in the Red Star Orbs. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit confused. We'll have to wait and see until we actually see what we're getting per level, I guess. A Capsam Blitz. That's actually pretty nice. February 10th. That's good. Especially for newer players, this is going to be really good. A good way to accumulate shards for him. He has a 45 shard unlock, so very, very new player friendly. This is probably the best thing in here. Other than that, the rest is shit. Okay, so what do you guys think about this Knowhere Heist event? Get gearing now. Like, screw Young Avengers, screw whatever the hell's going on right now. Get these characters up. If you have the star levels for these characters and you have all 5 of them, then gear them now, because you're going to need that for this event. Who knows what the hell is going to come out? I guess I'm going to do it, because, you know, why not? I guess. Hopefully I have enough gold. Gear tier 15 is level 80, so I need to get my fucking Star-Lord and Rocket to level 80. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, that's the blog post today. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. How far off are you from these gear tiers for these characters? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna wait, you know, until the last moment, until people tell you whether or not it's good or not? I don't know. I'll do it, and so you'll see me, you know, talk about it more in the days to come as well. Boy, yeah, I got my work cut out for me, and probably so do everyone else. So, yep, that's the end of the blog post video. We may have another video coming up after store reset, possibly to talk more about the Echo event if it's different than what I talked about in my original video this morning. If you haven't checked that out, go back and take a look. So, that's the end for me, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.